There is nothing you cannot do. You are a Bridgerton.
Hey guys, welcome back, friends! Guys, the Bridgerton trailer has dropped. We have 3 minutes of amazing greatness that we need to get into. Basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of do a react of the whole trailer, then we're gonna come back and talk about kind of what we like, and then also talk about what I'm worried about, okay? Before you do anything though, guys, like, subscribe, okay? Get some notifications for when I drop other stuff. It will be happening, so please go ahead, get on that right now. And you can find me on Twitter, you can find me on Instagram, you can find me on Goodreads, and obviously here. So please keep in touch with me. Let's be friends. I need more friends. Without any further ado, let's get into it. 3, 2, 1.
All is fair in love and war.
It is fair in love and war, girl. Yes, we will. Yes, yes, yes. I love that we're watching Daphne get announced to Queen Charlotte. Because this actually would happen back then, but you know, it didn't happen in the book.
The time has come for its social season.
Yes! The Featheringtons! I can't wait to see more. I actually love the Featheringtons. Yes, you are. Lady Danbury is my fucking favorite, and she's black in this, and also Queen Charlotte is black, and I'm super
trained for since birth. Which young lady?
The lighter-skinned black woman. I think that's Marina Thompson, and I don't know that character. I need to see.
Ever since I was a
Nigel.
schoolboy and you were.
Oh, it's Nigel!
Hi.
He's the fucking worst.
Miss Bridgerton.
Perfect casting.
Pardon me.
Our meet cute.
Bassett.
Guys,
Bridgerton.
Anthony. I love
This
Anthony's
is my
casting,
sister.
and I will sit on Anthony's face. I fucking love Anthony.
Recognize me.
Okay. Okay, all right, our music kicked in.
There has not been a single
Queen Charlotte. I love that she's in this quite a bit.
Sit beside each other. I would like to think you're happy about that.
It would be better if you refrained from thinking about me.
Ooh.
I'm aware of your reputation. I'm anything but interested in.
Oh, girl, you are. She looked down at his lap like,
Must our only options be to walk and settle?
this is
or never leave the
Eloise
nest?
and
What I
Penelope, two of my
want
favorite
to
characters. I
try.
can't wait. And I love their casting. I love it.
Lady Whistledown has all but declared me ineligible.
I mean, you're not, but you've been out in season for
If I'm
3
unable to
seasons,
find a
Daphne.
husband, I shall be ruined.
Perhaps there is an answer.
This is it.
Tend to form an attachment.
Guys, I love fake friends to
most
banging.
enchanting indeed.
When you start banging your fake
Presumptuous
boyfriend.
mother in town will leave me alone, and every suitor will be looking at you.
Yes.
Stare into my eyes. If this is to work, you must
Yes.
be madly in love.
They are madly in love.
You truly has put your head in.
No, seriously, Simon wants to bang her the whole time.
Awful that I'm enjoying it.
Touch!
Dear reader, if there is the scandal, I shall uncover it.
Look how beautiful they all look, you
It is more than
guys!
just your honor at stake.
Oh, this is our
That
stuff!
just because I'm a
The
woman,
duel.
I'm incapable of making my own choices.
I mean, honestly, it was the 1800s, girl. They weren't gonna let you make no choices.
There is
Oh,
nothing
Simon!
you cannot do.
I missed that with the gun. I love Lady Violet, the mom. She's the
You are
best
a
mom.
Bridgerton.
In all, I'm not even kidding. Lady Violet is the best mom.
Lovely, all of us together again.
Lovely indeed. We should tempt scandal more often.
Yo, motherfuckers, you guys, our shit is, oh! So I'm gonna start a few seconds in talking about everything. I actually love that we're getting a scene of Daphne being presented to Queen Charlotte. I'm so excited that the show is gonna be able to flesh out all of the things that, you know, a book can't quite do without being, I don't even know how long. Like, this is exciting to me. It is so, oh! And Daphne looks great. I do still want to say, however, there's a lot, I think, of really fantastic casting that's happening here, and I'm still, like, on the fence about how I feel about Daphne. The actress is phenomenal. I'm sure she's fantastic. I don't think they would have hired someone who wasn't. When I look at the actress who plays Daphne, I see someone more in line with my idea in my head of who Francesca Bridgerton would be. If you guys have read the books, Daphne's kind of like, Daphne, Eloise are very much the like, none of them are like sporty, but they're the more like good old gal. They're the ones who all the men in town think are like cool girls, but the men don't necessarily want to date. They're like, oh yeah, she's a good old chap. And then Daphne's all out here like, oh, that sucks. All the Bridgerton girls are they're beautiful, but they're not like drop dead gorgeous. Just imagined Daphne, I guess a little less delicate looking. Francesca's really the one who, to me, is the more delicate looking one, or even Hyacinth is described as being petite. Just kind of imagined her being, I'm always gonna love a plus size lady, and I get it, Penelope's really one of the only plus size people that's mentioned in the book, but I would have loved just a little bit more body yaddy 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 on Daphne. I am always gonna want to see a little bit more representation for them hips and booty girls.
Oh, that's good for you, baby.
And yeah. Another thing that I absolutely love, guys, the Featheringtons, even though the girls are absolute idiots, with the exception of, I believe Felicity and Penelope are great girls. The older two sisters are absolute idiots. I really love this family, and I'm actually really glad we're gonna see more of them. I think that they are delightful. Portia is the mother. She's a complete gossip. I absolutely love who they cast. In my head, I imagined her a little bit more like, I guess a little bit more frumpy and inelegant, but I love that they cast someone who's like, no, I have my shit together and my daughters are getting married. I think that is amazing casting. Lady Danbury. Lady motherfucking Danbury. As I already mentioned, as I was going through and preparing for the series, I've been rereading all of the books, and it is just like, Lady Danbury is my favorite character. I love that she, this is spoilers, but I love that she ends up kind of being kind of like a grandmother figure to all of them, and eventually even becomes a grandmother to Hyacinth's character. And I love her. I love that she's Black. She's a little bit younger in this TV show than in the books. In the books, she definitely seems like a woman who's in her 80s, but I love that she's gonna be kind of out and about and hitting people with her cane and just being in people's business. It also makes me excited because does this mean that Gareth Sinclair, her grandson, is gonna be a man of color? I'm interested. I wanna see it. I wanna see what happens, you guys. Let's get into this. Real quickly though, something that I'll talk about later, but like, I do see a lot more dark-skinned Black women in the background. So behind Queen Charlotte, in the ballroom, on the street. But you know I don't see us in any of the main roles. This is a huge problem that Netflix has. Netflix does this quite a bit where they cast predominantly lighter skin toned Black women. And that's a huge issue if what you're telling me is dark skinned Black women are good enough to wait on people hand and foot and be servant and even be in a ballroom, but not have any speaking lines. So that's something that I've been a little worried about. It's something that I am concerned that I'm going to not be able to forgive and forget over the course of the series. And if we get through the whole series and the only dark-skinned Black women are non-speaking or are just like, oh, and there's nothing else, I'm just gonna be like, then what's the point of it all? What is the point of it all? That is something I cannot, and I may talk a little bit more towards the end of this review about it, but I am concerned about it because so far what I'm noticing is most of the Black women are the color of a paper bag and lighter. That's shitty. Can we talk about Marina? Who is Marina? Who's Marina?
What do you think?
I'm gonna just take a quick peek at the books because I have all of them on my Kindle. I just want to say, Marina was not in the books, correct? Is she a new creation for the TV show? Okay, so like I said, Marina is actually not in The Duke and I think she's an invention for the television show. She is a cousin of the Featheringtons, and I think so she's maybe like a poorer relation, and she comes into town for the season, and I guess they're gonna dress her up, and she's gonna get all fancy. Who is she gonna end up with? Who's Marina gonna end up with? I've read all of the books, right? There's no Marina that I remember reading, and she's not one of the love interests. So is Marina gonna end up with someone? Is she gonna end up alone? Is she getting, I don't know how this is gonna work. There's so many wonderful things that happen when you do cast people of color in shows, but if you put them in there just to put them in there and then you don't give them a real love story or you treat them as ornaments, that's when this shit starts looking real bad. It's funny because I have the ability to both say things like, hey, why are all the characters in the show light-skinned black women? But I also have the ability to be like, hey, you did cast some black women. Did they get to have their own interesting lives? So I want the best for this character. You put her in there. I want to see her get that. I want to see her get some of that, you know, some of that sweet, some of that good. What's going to happen? I want to see. Sorry, I just paused and it's on Anthony. Hey, not wearing any pants, but hey, oh Jesus. And I actually really do think they cast a good Anthony. I'm not super excited about the Colin casting, but guys, this is, if I had to imagine what Anthony would look like, I couldn't be more happy. I am very deeply, I'm back. If you're looking for just like a little snacky poo, I don't suggest loving Anthony in book 1. Anthony in book 1 sucks, but Anthony in his own book, in the second book, daddy.
Touch me. Fucking touch me. Touch me.
So we just got a shot of Colin and I'm like, that's fine. There's other people I would have loved as Colin. That's fine. Colin's like, in the books, he is the one that's the devil may care. He always has a twinkle in his eye. I say between Colin and Gareth, they're the two who have this like twinkle in their eye nonstop. I want a twinkle, bitch. Like, I want twinkle, twinkle, little star in your eyes, motherfucker. Like, give me something. And right now, I'm not seeing it, but I may see it when the TV show drops. I was also pretty critical of some of the characters in the last trailer and a little bit more excited now. So maybe when I see Colin in the TV show, you know, my panties will drop. But for like right now, I'm just kind of like, okay, that's cool. Okay. They did my boy Nigel wrong. Like, I know Nigel's supposed to be an idiot, and I know Nigel is supposed to be just the worst, and truly he is. He is not intelligent. He is the worst. Nobody likes him. He causes a lot of issues, but like, really, y'all couldn't. It's actually perfect. I just feel bad because I'm sure this man keeps getting cast for the same roles. This is what his face does. His face is the Nigel face. You know what I mean? We have our little meet cute, them bumping into each other. I think they actually did bump into each other in the books. I think that is accurate, that she was walking away from someone and bumped into Simon, and he's still beautiful. I say this fully as a person who does not stan Simon. I actually don't like Simon at all, but I fully stan this man. Sorry, Anthony's back, so let's just take 2 seconds to... Whew. We back. Okay, we back in it. But seriously, guys, Anthony. I'm actually really excited to also see all of the ballroom, all of the kind of like intrigues that take place in a ballroom. All the matrons and older women over here, all of the wallflowers against the wall over there, all of the men trying to stay away from all of the women who are being presented in their mamas, the smoking room to the side, all of the little hallways that people sneak off to do some deliciously dirty shit. I love this shit, you guys. I love this shit. I love it. So I cannot wait to see every part of the ball scenes, because there's multiple ball scenes and multiple party scenes in all of these books. Queen Charlotte's a hoot. Queen Charlotte's a motherfucking hoot. And I love that she loves gossip. What else is she doing? Her husband's gone crazy and her son's out of control. I don't remember them being snarky with each other at the dinner table. I love that they're a little snarky. Only thing that is still missing for me, and it's a trailer, so we'll find out. But like, there's still like a spark. There's like a spark that I'm not quite getting, and I don't know why. And it may just be because it's a trailer. Penelope wearing the worst colors in the world for her, it's perfect. In the books, Penelope does not get a good wardrobe until like she's been out for like 7 seasons, and she's like picking her own clothes. Poor girl. She looks terrible. Perfection. I really like Eloise. Let me think about Eloise's book. Did I like it? I did. I really liked it. Actually, Eloise's book is the first book that I read in the series, and so I have a really sweet spot for her and for Philip, and I'm really excited to watch my babies grow. Everyone's obsessed with Whistledown. Yeah, bitches, you are. It's kind of interesting watching her say something like, if I don't get married, I'll be ruined. I don't remember Daphne being like that in the book, honestly. Daphne was just kind of like, when I meet the right man, I'll meet the right man. All of the Bridgertons, above all, want to fall in love and find their match. They don't want to marry someone that's not for love. They really, really don't. Their parents had married for love. And so they're all kind of wanting to follow in their parents' footsteps. So I don't see anyone being like, none of them have really been like, if I don't find a husband, I'll be ruined forever. Like, usually it's the opposite. The girls take way too long to get married, almost in all of the books. So that doesn't even feel like something I think Book Daphne would say. This is not Book Daphne, this is Show Daphne. And they gotta up the stakes, I get that. So in the book, Simon comes back into town and every woman is like, yes! He's a duke. They want their girls to get married to him, right? So he goes to a ball. He goes outside. There are constantly women being like, oh, here's the daughter, like all the time, right? And he's exhausted from it because he's not ready to get married. Then there's Daphne. No men are interested in Daphne. There's nothing to do with who Daphne is. She's actually a wonderful character. She's a wonderful character through half of the book. The other half of the book, she's the worst motherfucker and I wish she would die. But through half of the book, Daphne is the fucking best. And, but all of the men think of Daphne as like a good old chap. She couldn't really find a man who was interested in her as a life partner. They all wanted to be her friend. So basically Simon is just like, yo, what's good, girl? See, what it's gonna be is you and me will pretend to form an attachment, as he says, pretend to kind of want to be with each other. Then he's gonna let her break off the engagement, and by being with him, all of the men in town are gonna be like, yo, if Simon wants Daphne, then I want Daphne. I bet you want the city. I bet you thought. You know what I mean? And then by him being with her, all of the kind of matrons and mamas in town are gonna stop forcing their daughters on Simon. This is the whole conceit of the book, and usually I totally love that kind of like fake dating to relationship thing. Book, there's some issues in it. We can talk about that in another review. Guys, I'm just telling you, do you feel any chemistry between them? Do you guys feel anything in your loins? Maybe they're keeping all of the kind of, I think that's it. They're keeping all of the like sexy Daphne Simon stuff for the TV show to kind of give us a little bit more racy stuff for the show. But like, give me something. Give me something. I don't know. I don't quite feel it yet. Maybe because I really like this actor and I'm like, why not me? Maybe it's jealousy. I do love their hands almost touching though. I do love it almost hands touching scene. That's really sexy. Touch that pinky, bitch. Why is Marina with Colin? What is that? Because Colin's gonna end up. So what is the Colin Marina thing? What is that? She looks so beautiful there. Oh, Daphne, you look gorgeous. Okay, so the duel. That's a really interesting scene. I wonder how they're gonna do that because I feel like so much of that scene is happening inside of Simon's head where he's just thinking to himself, I'm not gonna win this, I'm gonna die today. And I wonder how they're gonna handle kind of all of those feelings. You know what else I've noticed? There's no scenes of Simon stuttering. When are we gonna get to that? Is that gonna happen in this TV show? And is it gonna be treated with respect? Huh? How you gonna handle it? How you gonna do a TV show? Talk to me. Shout out to Lady Danbury is all I can say. I'm gonna see that woman smoking over here, over there, over here, over there, and hitting people with her cane. I love her. Guys, I just wanna quickly pause and just say, I fucking love Violet Bridgerton. She is the best mom, probably in all of literature. I'm not kidding. After going back through all of these books, I didn't really pay attention to her through my first read-throughs, you know, but like going back through, she is just such a heart-warming, wonderful mother. Probably not realistic, but she loves her children more than life. And it's just so beautiful to constantly see her be like, baby, live your life, but get married, but then live your life. You are Bridgerton. Guys, I wish I was a Bridgerton, just enormously wealthy and just looking for love. Instead, I'm married for love and I'm poor. Okay, guys, we watched it. I just really, really hope that like what we're seeing and what we're excited about only continues to grow as we actually watch the TV show. All right, my fellow Bridger heads, Bridgerton fins, we gonna figure that shit out. Somebody figure that shit out. Let me know what we call ourselves and we'll call it. We'll say it, okay? Thank you guys so much. I'm gonna be releasing another video coming up pretty shortly, maybe in the next week or so, where we rank all of the men in the series from 8 through 1, from 1 through 8. And that's gonna be fun. We're doing it because we can rank men because we're feminists. That's what it means, right? To be a feminist. Please subscribe to the channel and give it a thumbs up and tell people about it. And let's get fucking excited for more Bridgerton shit. Okay, love you guys. Bye.